So they went for two and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He's got it to the 43 here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 6-0 our score after 1. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Mayfield. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. This offense has converted 2 3rd downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Now Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Broncos send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here's Smith to return it. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Mayfield on 1st down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. He won. Mayfield down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup. Mayfield. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn that for a 1st down.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 47 yards.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Final play of the half. It's Wilson.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
Taken in at the 3.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Here's Wilson.
That's complete. It's Okwuegbunam. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
He still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Courtland Sutton, 56 yards.
And the Broncos have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Wilson going to throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception, Mayfield.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
It's complete to Williams.
And he will have a Broncos first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well. Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done, so now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before, and he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson. Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They try the left side here with Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
29 yards.
And the Broncos will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Baker.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mayfield to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down.
That's into the hands of Marshall. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Mayfield on the move past the 40.
And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Mayfield.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it. And I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other. Every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one. And how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. the red zone now. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
One last shot for Mayfield here. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
Sit around, hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different. different now, finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this a party, wanna climb the time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the lead, but you ain't hooping around and tear it out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer it all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of brinds. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hell the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this a party, wanna climb the time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, Got power from my head and my feet. Yeah. This colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the streets before I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the higher me. Show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe so you gon' see. Yeah. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dance and them wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with his past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck jab hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the Porsche. Follow the core and back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the dollars, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory, back up on time, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form should prosper. R&B all over my roster. I got options, I keep it right on the dresser. Next to the Oscar, applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my casa, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. 10 payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck, and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner a nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo bagging, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle, not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably take the club for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics, buy like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button down. Respectfully, that's for me, don't round if you wanna. Round if you wanna. It's lifestyle, not for you, but it's for me. Bossy.
Bars, I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. In the booth and I like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just stole my identity. And I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany, and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making a million of verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go, cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for, I just ain't ready to Whittles peak. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan, I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real.
Alright, now close your